A big field of 260 riders assembled for the final round of the Evocities Series.
Mountain biking in Wagga Wagga has really exploded, particularly in the last couple of years. We've got lots of juniors and ladies as well riding. This year, of the 218 entries in the 6 hour, 100 of those were local riders.
Recent rain had the region looking unusually green, but with residual wet patches on the course, the mud was a concern for riders.
This weekend we actually came down, had the whole weekend, so we came here yesterday afternoon. We've done a few laps yesterday. We're looking forward to, well, I am looking forward to a little bit of mud, which will be fun, but the track looks really, really good. That final descent will be great fun. We've had a very wet last 3 months, more than half our average rainfall, and most of us have never seen the tracks like this. So the areas that would normally be wet are bone dry, and we've just got lots of ground soak seeping up out of the hill.
With 2 riders able to win the series overall and the $4,000 prize on offer, the solo women's category was set to go down to the wire between Eliza Kwan and Liz Smith.
It's a pretty tough track, so I think it's going to be quite tough. It's quite technical, narrow, twisty, so I mean, Eliza's going to be really strong here, so basically I've just got to go out there and ride my race and see what happens.
We've got some really good fast girls here, and series points up for grabs. Yeah, it's going to be a tight one.
Victorian elite rider Jenny King also adding another factor to the final points calculation.
It's really good that Jenny's here. She's a really good rider, so glad she's in the mix.
With Jenny King in the mix, it kind of throws up a bit of where Liz places relative to Eliza and who gets the series win. So I think I'm going to enjoy watching that, hopefully lap them at some point and see how it's going and do a bit of heckling.
After missing 2 rounds of the series, Ed McDonald is back, and at an event he has previously won twice.
Wagga's always good fun to race at, and I've raced here for the past couple of years, admittedly with much smaller fields, and done pretty well. And it's nice and close, and the weather's nice and familiar, so yeah, it should be a good day out.
Yeah, Jason's already won the series, so he doesn't have a lot to prove. So what do you think he'll be doing today?
I think he'll go out slowly today and then reel everyone in and then blow us to pieces. But I could be surprised. He could attack early.
Team's going really, really well. We're still holding second over this comp, but that should be enough to hold us in first overall. So we're getting smoked by the 2 local riders, which not surprising. I knew they'd be pretty quick, but we're just happy to keep plugging away in second. That'll be comfortable.
Dan Bursford, he's just a gun rider, him and his teammate, and the younger team of Powell and Miles Stewart. So that's a local derby for them. They're going to just crank it out. They want to do what we did at Bathurst, so good on them. Hopefully it all works out for us. We'll push into second place in the series. Josh and I have done a fair bit of work over the last couple of weeks, see what we can do, and we're having a good day on this track.
Always like to do my best on your home track, so I wanted to be first on the first lap, and I was, but yeah, me and Todd were going well. We can certainly hit hard laps every time, as opposed to going solo, which you've got to manage your efforts, but the boys in solo are not far behind us, so they're going really well.
Apart from the mud, which is still a bit fun, I love it. It's almost as good as Kinross, and it's just very fun track, very good.
It's great to see Jenny King out here for the Evocities Series of races. She's currently sitting in first place by about 16 minutes ahead of Liz Smith, followed by Eliza Kwan, who's behind Liz by about 3 minutes at the moment.
Okay, obviously the big battle is between Liz and Eliza. How do you think that's going to play out?
Oh look, I think Liz is doing really well this race. She's been coming along stronger every single race she's turned up to. Eliza's coming back from a little bit of a stomach bug for the week, so she's not feeling particularly well, but she's sticking it out.
We're just having fun and it's nice out there, muddy in spots, but yeah, we're just cruising along. The Dubbo duo aren't very well today, so they're not feeling the best. So yeah, we're just having a good time out there, really.
The Pollocks always bring their A game. They're really classy races and they always give it all they've got. So I think Josiah and I are both a bit sick today, so we weren't going to challenge them, but we still wanted to see how we'd race. So here we are.
You had a bit of misfortune throughout the series. Tamworth was not particularly great for you guys.
Tamworth was a write-off of a race. Yeah, I've been coming back from illness and Josiah got, I think, 3 flats over the whole race, 2 in the first lap. So that was a killer, and we just tried to, finish the race in that case. It's pretty disappointing, but that's racing.
And the A-line, the roll down, how have you been approaching that one?
Good. Just try not to go too fast into it. I think the first time I went over it came quite close up to my chest, so maybe don't sit back that far. But no, it was good fun. And it's nice to have a crowd there as well. There's always people standing there.
I wasn't expecting anything, being first race back after a long winter, and I haven't trained too full on over winter, so it was a nice way to start off the season, kickstart some good training. Yeah,
Stoked, that was a really fun track. Just awesome. So really happy to finish the series second and had a good time, so it was great.
Not quite enough points for you today?
No. Whilst I did get second and Eliza got third, I think she had to come fourth. So it was close, but that's what made it a great series, coming right down to the last race. So no, happy with that. It was great.
The way I was feeling at the start of the week, and I think really the way Liz has been riding, and to have Jenny King here would have really had to have brought the A game. So yeah, definitely really happy with third today.
Talking about the series overall, it wasn't easy for you. Tell us what happened early in the season.
No, definitely wasn't. I had to go through bike change, which went into a setup, and then I broke both arms, and both bones in my forearm, so that put me out for a race, and then I struggled for the next 2 races just to get race fitness back again. But the last 2 races, I'm finding my fitness again, and I felt really good in the last 2 races. So, but that happens. That's racing. That's mountain biking.
I think that's probably the nice thing about a series that goes for quite a long time as well. You get some people coming in with different form at different points of the series, so always keeps it interesting. There's always going to be someone chasing your heels.
The track held up well with the mud. It made it interesting, and the last descent on that course is really fun. Yeah.
What have you most enjoyed about the series?
I've really enjoyed going to the different tracks and getting to meet lots of different people, and then, like I was saying, seeing the same people over and over again at the different tracks. It just makes it really good fun.
I came into this year and this series was my big goal, and it didn't quite go to plan across all the races, but I've ridden some amazing tracks, and I think today was the very muddy icing on the proverbial cake. Wagga's always a great place to ride and great atmosphere, and it really epitomises the series for me. It was very fast. I sort of found myself in a good position with Stefan early, but not feeling that great, and went, oh well, let's just go for it and see how long I last. And I had a feeling about 3.5 hours in that something catastrophic would happen. I just wasn't sure when it would happen, and it just sort of came in the second half of the last lap. Completely imploded, but hung on to a good position, so very happy with that.
As with any of these races in which Jason English is, you're always looking in the rear vision mirror, if you had one, because he's always bound to roll up on you sort of midway through the race.
Yeah, with about 2 hours to go, he was getting really close. It was probably within 30 seconds. So we had to kick again and try and hold him off. And I was thinking, oh, I've got to save something for a really big last lap. And I went pretty hard at the first half of the last lap, thinking I had to hold him off. And I was looking over my shoulder the whole time. It's the other version of winter is coming, English is coming.
Stoked to take home the series. It was really hard to know who was going to make the effort to attend 5 out of the 7 required races. I guess I made the effort to go to all the races. I've just really enjoyed going out to all the rural towns and seeing what sort of tracks they have. Like today's track, for example, it's fantastic. Even in wet conditions, the track still held up quite well, and there was so many sections that you sort of would look forward to and just let the brakes go and have a bit of fun. Yeah, I guess I made the mistake early on of not taking my bike to briefing, so that when they said go, I had to go and find my bike and try and ride past 200 and something riders out there.
It's good to take something away. It's been hard fought. I've only won 1 out of the 7, so it's been close. The boys have kept me on my toes, but it was good. Today was good. It was muddy, but it wasn't raining, so it was fine.
I guess that's one of the strengths of this series. There's been a real range of conditions and tracks you've had to race in.
Yeah, some have been tough, some have been a bit easier, but yeah, it's just been fun going out to some different places, and I've been taking weekends, so to make a weekend of it, it's been awesome.
It was a tough series, but a brilliant series, but I'm really happy to win.
The final results after 6 epic hours of racing. The solo categories first. While Jenny King took a clear victory in the solo women, all eyes were on the race between Eliza Kwon and Liz Smith. Kwon's 3rd placing giving her just enough points to claim the series. Ed McDonald held off Jason English in the solo men, the result not needed for English to claim the series overall. The ever-consistent Andrew Lloyd again on the podium for 3rd. In the male masters category, Stephen Merriman not only won his category, but in fact beat the open men's category too. Jason Morgan's 2nd place would seal the overall victory for him. The solo women featured another victory for Catherine Wood. Familiar names topped the Super Masters results, with Gary James and Wendy Stevenson topping their respective categories. To the pairs categories now, and the locals upstaged the visitors in the male pairs. Daniel Beresford and Todd Cuthbert led from the gun, while the Over Yonder racing pair of Mike Cameron and Peter Fisher were happy to take 2nd. The points enough to give them the series. Chris Powell and Miles Stewart completed the podium. The female pairs and a series-long rivalry continued between the teams of Elise Burris with Michelle Inglis and Emily Cunningham with Amanda Porter. The latter taking a narrow win, their 6th victory of the series. Only 52 seconds separating the teams at race end. An equally dominant performance in the mixed pairs. Doug and Danielle Pollock also recording their 6th win of the series. Dubbo's Simone Grounds and Josiah Hoyle in 2nd. Gemma Lord and Andrew Carter took 3rd.